Hey, what's up guys, what is YouTube video? Today we are going Funko Pop hunting down to a couple stores because over the weekend it was free comic book day, which if you guys don't know, obviously the first weekend in May, they usually try to do this free comic book day. Okay, but if you guys don't know, you go down to your local comic book shops and they have a pile of free comics, which again, they have talked about previously, and you just get a free comic book, which is super cool. And also there's usually sales and deals at the comic store, so that's why we're going down to it. There's also a voice actor named Kara Edwards. I'm not meeting her personally, but we are still going to kind of show a little bit off. That's the voice of Gotenks or Videl or something like that. I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball, but my buddies are super excited about that. So, if you guys can make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. Obviously, I'm having a fun time making content for you guys. Having a lot of fun just going to stores. We're also going to go to a couple other stores as well. So, there's a lot of fun stuff on the horizon for today's video. I will see you guys in a second, though, when we get down to DZ and show off everything at Free Comic Book Day. Alright, so now that we are at this store, obviously I'm voiceover for the fact that the kind of little event was really loud, so now I'm having to talk basically over. And I'm just showing kind of pops and everything. It's kind of just wiggling over everything, which there was quite a bit of stuff to go over, because again, lots of things that this little free comic day, which I know was over the last weekend, but we're posting the video today. But nonetheless, there still was a lot of things to talk about. There's like the One Piece ones. We did get these One Piece cards that an employee gave me. There's also just more pops, and again, the pops really weren't the craziest thing of this event, to be honest, but there was still really cool things like, again, the voice actor and then being free comic book day. And continuing from there, you're going to see a lot of like just random figures. This is the Marvel section, which again doesn't do too much for me, but there's still really other cool things which you're going to see in a second, because once you get past this last pop section, we do this, and there you can see they're doing like little cosplay. All the Spider-Man are pointing at each other. There's also this random owl they were training. Over here was where they were doing the little like mini event, which is mostly just cards. The shout out Victor right there, and then there's Michael right there. And then there's this random event we're going to be going to. I wanted to showcase the card for. They had the mystery machine. And then obviously they had this little moment. So let's get down to GameStop now and show you what's there. Right, so after leaving the convention, or not like convention, but little store, we're going to be going to multiple stores. This will be a longer video. So we got the mystery right here. They do have Fallout. They have Art the Clown, Toothless, a couple One Piece ones up there. Knuckles and Rouge 2-packs. They have Mira, Burn Trap and Costume Mimic, Marvel Rivals Venom, Eustace Kid, Zoro, that Vegeta. Kind of panning through a couple of these pops at GameStop, because we're going to go to Target and I think maybe Best Buy. I'm not 100% certain. Omni and Rex Explode, which you've shown. Wave 2 of X-197. We're not going to be picking at that today. That's a separate video. And I kind of want Season 2 to release before I start buying these figures, but I also don't know. And then there's also like Art the Clown again. If I keep looking, isn't this a Target exclusive? This is supposed to be a Target exclusive, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why that's here, to be honest, but it is. And then there's also like that Yuta moment. This firmware I was going to get is also really badly damaged. Pop pluses, but other than that though, I'm not seeing anything else anyways. Let me go down here real quick to show you guys. Yeah, nothing else I'm really seeing here anyways. It has like maybe Frankie, but let's get out to Target and show you guys. Now that we made it down to Target, let's go down to the first section and see what they do have, because there's a lot of stuff here. Hopefully they do have a good pops at Target. Obviously we went to GameStop and we went to that big like I guess you call like a free comic book day event thing, but we'll go and show off the section here, and hopefully they do have stuff we do need for the collection. All right, now that we made it down to Target, I'm seeing like Oroku still, Batman as the Joker Soldier, well, Batman Ninja, but it's the Joker Soldier, Kaiju number 8, Rex Explode, those black and white manga panels, get Ginny, Lilith, let's see, Werewolf by Night, Squid Games, we already have Abby, the Wave 2 versions of Rumi and all of them. I did see also Zoe and Mira, Jet the Hawk, but not a lot I'm honestly seeing in this Target, to be honest. If there is another section, I'll show you guys. If not, you guys will see me at Best Buy. That'll be the last spot you will see me, so let's get down there. We did find a little section, a second section. They do have Yuta. They do have this for 50% off, which I do, this character is pretty cool. I can't say her name very well. Kikaru, or I think that's exactly how they said it. Tiger Rock, Elastigirl, and again, it is 50% off, so I mean, that's kind of a W, and it's a good box. I did see the cards as well, so I guess we are going to show that off before we go to the next store. Skibidi Toilet down there, but they don't have anything that I'm really looking for card-wise, but let's go to, now we'll go to Best Buy. Alright guys, so now that we are back and going down to, obviously, over the weekend it was free comic book day. Also, the Daredevil Born Again finale happened, so maybe I'll go pop hunting for that on Friday. But I just want to let you guys know that the season did end, but over the weekend it was free comic book day, and we went to a couple stores, as you guys saw. Most of the footage was of the actual comic store. We didn't actually do talking. I kind of voiced it over because of the fact that it was so many people and it was loud. And I just kind of did like a montage stuff, kind of just talking about basically over the cool event. But that was about it on that part. But we did go to a Target and also GameStop, because they were right next door. But we are going to talk about the comic books first, so we'll start there. And the first thing they gave us was like this random, like, I don't know, like pamphlet thing that for voting, or I don't know what it is. It's Volunteer. Voting is your superpower or something that. I don't know. I don't really care. But the other thing we also got was they had this new Avengers comic they had, which I thought was really cool. This is issue number 33 from Bendis. If you guys have never read Michael Bendis' run of New Avengers, definitely a fun one to read if you ever have an opportunity. But it was free. And then the other one for actual comic book day was I got DC Next Level. Because by the time we showed up, there wasn't too many stories left. And this was like the only one I saw that I was like semi-interested in. Which again, I've really never read any of these stories. Which I think it gives you like number one basically for all of the upcoming like stories basically if you wanted to know. So it gives you like Batwoman, it gives you Deathstroke, and I think Lobo because they're the ones that are getting their own stories. And so it gives you like the issue one basically if you want to just basic read real quick of like a preview of how to get through these stories, which again is cool, but I'm not reading them exactly yet. So still fun, but it was the only comic we did pick up. And that was going to be the comic book portion we did have. And we have a lot of stuff to go through, so we have a couple different ways to go. And then I think we're gonna open up the I guess we'll show Pop and then go to the next thing because everything's not. I don't want all Pops at the end. And the Pop we did pick up from DZ is we ended up getting Burnin' right here. Yes, we finally got it. This isn't the Glow Chase, but this is just the common, which is super, super cool. So it's not the common, the FYE exclusive. Super, super cool. One that I have needed for the collection. Not that Burnin's a crazy character in the show by no means, but still a fun character, and as part of Endeavor's little agency. And still, such a great mold. Like, it's such a clean, like, they threw this one out of the ballpark when it did release. I just remember it having a Glow Chase. And I was happy I found it there because, again, like you guys know, it does add to completing My Hero and all my other collections quicker because obviously you find it and then you have to look for it later and have to pay even more. Continuing on from there, though, then we're going to showcase off the figure, not even figure, we're going to go back to something else we got before we leave the area of DZ because when we were there, one of the employees ended up giving me a pack of, like, One Piece cards. So I think we showed it in the video, but we're going to crack it open. And they were like, it was completely random. She was really nice. I don't know where she was just like, hey, he was like, here you go. And then she just handed me a pack. And I don't know if she was giving it to all the different customers or what was the reason behind it. But we did get this one. And it's a game that I have been wanting to get more into. It has Nami, Chopper. It has Ace. It has Shanks. I'm kind of looking back myself. Sabo. Oh, it's Egghead Luffy. And Goldie Roger. Hold on. Are any of these like... This is a... I don't know. They have like a... P's next to them. I don't understand why. I don't know if there's a rarity to them, but they all have P's. But that's actually so cool. It's like definitely cards I do think are they're all like Egghead because Chopper, then you have Egghead Nami, the Ace, the Shanks, the Sabo, then Egghead Luffy, and then that Goldie Roger. That's actually so clean. Comment down below, do you guys want to play? And if so, how would you guys recommend getting into something like this? Because I love One Piece and I love the card game, and I do want to play more or actually play it. So let me know in the comments how you guys would get involved in something like that. Then continuing on from there, we're going to start off showcasing off what we did grab at Target. That wasn't a Funko Pop. We're not opening it up, but we did end up getting my next expansion for Villainous. It's one that I haven't had, and this is basically the Davy Jones and Tamatoa box, which if you guys don't know, in Villainous, they give you like 2 different villains, and we're not cracking it open. I just want to show I did pick this up. Super cool. Me and my buddy love Villainous, so obviously he has them, and I just slowly collect them when I do see them on sale, but that's really cool. What do I want to open up next? I'm like going back and forth on everything I want to open. Okay, we'll open up this next, which again is something I did find, and I didn't buy it at any of the stores or have any footage, but when we were at Five Below, which we're gonna talk about Five Below real quick, they did have this like My Hero. If you guys talked, I opened up card packs for the Universe's My Hero, and this is basically the same thing, except it's deck loadable content, and it's also the chibi stuff from My Hero, and I don't have it, so I decided to buy it because I was kind of curious. I saw it there, and I was like, well, what exactly is it? And so we did buy it, and we're going to crack it open and just kind of show you guys what comes in it, because why not? Okay, cardboard. It looks like it gives you like 24 cards, because I thought there might have been like something pack related, but then there was no pack, so I said, nah, it's okay, we'll just do it this way and buy this. Still does the job that I want. Still really cool, and yeah, so let's just play. If I can get it out. If it'll all come out. And it should be just cards for the game, obviously. I saw a Eraserhead opening up. I saw Eraserhead, Chibi Deku, Chibi Bakugo, Chibi Todoroki, Eraserhead, Momo. I think it's all the characters as like Chibi versions. So that's kind of random and funny, but and then it gives you like multiple copies of the exact same cards. Okay, so it gives you multiple copies of it. It just repeats multiple times, like twice. Yeah, twice. No, 3 times. It repeats. Maybe it's twice. Let me see. One. No, it repeats twice. It gives you 2 copies of the exact same cards for some reason. And they're also, like, bent a little bit, which I think is kind of weird. And I still got them. Obviously, this is part of set. Should you see? They also have those P. It has 6 of 12, so I don't even know. This is all 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 12 copies, and they give you 2 sets, so I don't really understand that. Someone has to let me know in the comments what that even means, but we do have it. And we also picked up this, which again is something that, shout out to London, it's London's fault that I even bought this, but I wasn't going to originally. And then London's like, man, because she wanted one, and then she said if I'd buy one with her so we could be matching, and I said, you know what, for London, sure, we'll do it. And as you guys see, which you guys probably already have a good idea, when London makes me buy stuff, it's usually stuff like this. We got the solo leveling, you can barely see it, but solo leveling poster. Kind of like the free run one we had. This got this one solo leveling, and Absolute Cinema, one of my favorite shows. I just finished Kaiju number 8, season 2, just yesterday. Super cool show too. I would definitely like to get more merch from that show, but super clean. And now I have solo leveling under my belt, and I have Kaiju number 8 under my belt. But this is the poster for it, so I wanted to put that up at some point in a different video. I had to find space for it. And then with all that, then we can open up the Pops again. We'll go back to Pops, and then we'll open up one last thing afterwards. At Target, we did end up picking up, they had Kikoro Shiromiya, which again, she's basically one of the like cool characters. She has her axe, one of the few people that has weapons. This show is so peak, and the way it ends though, is like it leads up to like, because he shows up and he's like Kaiju number 8 in for duty, and you're like, dude, no way. I'll wait. Now you have to wait for season 3, and season 3 is supposed to be the final season, which I think is like, bro, the show went by so fast. But man, I love Kikoru. She's so cool. Actually, I like her because in the back you can get Kikoru, Mina. They have Ichigawa, Kafka, and then obviously him as Kaiju number 8 if you guys want to see. I know they have like a couple other ones. I do know they have exclusive of Kaiju number 9. I think Kaiju number 10 has one. I think some of the second class or some of his other like teammates have Pops, but I'm not 100% certain. I do know her dad does have one. So obviously if we see it, we'll have to probably pick it up. But man, so cool. Obviously this is they had it for 50% off, which I thought was crazy because I don't know why it would be 50% off, but it was perfect for me because obviously I did want her, and Kikoro is definitely a cool one to have. I wish it'd be cool if she was like in a battle pose, but this one's still clean because she's standing like she does in the show, holding her axe, getting ready to fight. And if you look at the back, like Mina's prepping with her like big blaster. They threw this wave out of the ballpark, but it looks so cool. And now we have Kikoru in the collection. Continuing on from there, if we go over to GameStop, which is the only pop we did pick up here, we did pick up, obviously, Mystery right here. Another one of the Saja boys, one that we did need, and obviously all we're missing left is Baby, and if we do that, we'll have all the Saja boys. We just need to get the Bobby and the 3 girls and their chases, and then we'll be back to having an 100%, because I'm going to 100% K-Pop Demon Hunter. This is a set that I will 100% have every pop. They can't stop me. I did get the Genu chase, so because of that, we are definitely going on a good direction. We just need, I think, comment down below, do all 3 girls have chases? I'm not 100% certain if they do. Mystery was kind of a random one, too. I forgot it was even going to GameStop, and it was, so I was like, okay, that's cool. So we did get Mystery there, and I'm happy we did because of the factor that obviously it's another one of the Saja boys and another character we do need for the collection. Now I just need to find Baby, and if I do find Baby, then we'll be on a good roll and not to worry about finding the rest of the K-Pop Demon Hunter pops. This video is kind of long, by the way, but I do have one last thing we did pick up, and that is going to be my first Magic the Gathering Avatar set. As you guys know, we did just open up the starter guide, or starter kit the other day, and so I've been interested in it very much, so I decided to get my first pack, because I was like, dude, I like Magic, and actually, like, I like the Avatar stuff. And when you crack it open, also, there's this really cool artwork. I never even realized they have that inside the pack. But then we got the booster pack. And let's see if we got anything cool. I don't even know what the Grail cards would be. But again, I like Avatar a lot. And I like Magic. So I was like, okay, let's just go for it. And I like Magic mostly because of the factor that it's just the way stuff is. It's just so interesting. And okay, I don't know. Okay, on the front of the package, I don't know if these are common in the Magic pack. This is like a clue. Token artifact. 2 sacrifices token, draw a card. And on the other side is ally, token creature. So I don't know what the goal of that is or why it looks like that. I don't know. Then on this side we do have obviously the cards. And what are the rarity? Okay, this is a common. I'm gonna kind of go through and then we'll look at how the packs are like put together. But the art is just so beautiful. Like, and then I'll look through and see if I got any grails. That guy was like half colors. Oops. Anything? Anything look rare? 2 hollows. Okay. Common, uncommon, and there was a rare, the Realm of Ko, and then there was an uncommon of the Vengeful Villagers, and then a legendary. So we did get a legendary of Boiling Rock Prison. So we did get a legendary land. So let me know in the comments. I don't think these are grail cards by no means, but that's okay. So that's kind of how every other card game does. They have the last two are the option where you could get legendaries or rares or whatever. And I see we got Rabaru the Troop. We got an Ostrich Horse. We got Rough Rhino Cavalry. The Corrupt Court Official. First Time Flyer. A Cat Owl. Earth Rumble Wrestlers. June Bounty Hunter. The Fire Nation Warship. An Earth Kingdom Jailer. The Spirit Oasis, which I think is cool. Yeah, and then, okay, so then the Boiling Rock Prisons are legendary. So that is how that pack looks. Let me know in the comments what's the cards I really want in that set, because obviously I do want to keep collecting. I do hope everyone had an amazing day, though. That is going to complete today's video. Again, I hope everyone had an amazing time watching. I will be back again with a stream today and a short, and I should be having more videos up for Friday for Daredevil season finale and anything else for watching. I'll see you guys then. Peace.